yo, what is up? What is up? It's Key, and we're back. We're back, y'all. We are back for another episode of the 7200 second podcast. I know you missed us. I know. You don't have to tell us. I just know y'all did already, but it's cool. But you know, I got my guys in the back who's gonna come up here. We're gonna talk about some things. Let's have some fun. We got the hardest worker me here on network. We got Coach Donte's in the building. What's going on, Coach?
Man, don't say that, man. Don't say I'm the hardest working man. You work harder than me, but I appreciate that, man. Trying to work every single day hard as I could. If I ain't doing nothing, I'm trying to find something to do and trying to help out the YouTube small community. So, man, I'm glad 7,200 seconds back. Football, OTA starting. Let's get going. I'm happy, guys. I'm excited. Let's go.
And look, we matching today. We matching today.
Let's go.
And I got
Let's go.
my guy Robert in the background. He's on his grind. He's trying to get that 1K, the Philly Sports Talk podcast. My guy Robert's in the building. What's going on, Robert?
What's going on, Key? Oh, thank God! Earlier, it felt good to get all that shit off my chest about the.
See, that's what you got to do when you gotta let it be known to how frustration you are when you see a team.
At least Key's not the only one rocking some merch.
Oh, got his merch in the building. To make sure if y'all want to get any of the merch, make sure y'all go to www.spreadgear.com. The link's in the description. Get everybody's merch up here. Support us. You know that one time. Oh, what the hell did I did my screen? Hold on. Oh no. Okay, but whatever. So we gonna make this work because I just made my screen all extra huge. Now I don't know how I did it. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Donte, quick question. How's your Gambers doing so far?
Hey, Burn, if you go in the link in the description, everybody's link is in the link tree there, so you can just click it.
Yeah, hey, guess what? I know they trash. I know they trash. Man,
honestly,
this is my first time ever trying to cover them. I'm gonna cover them more next year, but we all
absolutely trust me. That's a view. USFL is a view grabber. I'll say that much.
Oh, y'all talking about the
USFL?
Yeah, USFL.
All I know is that the Stars had 22 unanswered points against the Houston Gamblers, and just boy, man,
who did not know they were gonna blow the game? Who did not know they were gonna do that?
Hey, they did say that statistically the Houston Gamblers are statistically bad in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I was even frustrated with it. Was like score.
Woof. Oh, you know what? I will leave my settings alone, but as long as I can still see y'all and everything else, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Get down to the nitty gritty. No fadeaway tomorrow. We're just gonna jump right into the NBA topics of today.
Let's do it.
We got the preview of the NBA Finals. Never thought we would get to this day, but the NBA Finals will be starting on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure y'all tune in to Spotlight Sports Streams. My guy Robert, he will be covering
games 1 and 2
on Spotlight Sports Streams. Now, if you want to go to the Spotlight Sports Network, Coach Donte will have you covered on the network. So we got 2 channels that's going to have both games, the same game, 2 different people calling it. Make sure you support everybody. And then, game 2 or whatever. We got a bunch of stuff going on here on the network. Make sure tonight, if you want to tune in on the Spotlight Sports Streams, we got Jeremy covering game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
Let's go, Colorado.
Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. So big hockey fans, make sure y'all come on and tune in at 8 o'clock. The Spotlight Sports Streams. Jeremy Case of the Case by Case Sports Show got you covered on hockey. And then right after this, Coach Donte got you covered on the Houston Astros in the
a team that's winning something. A team that's winning something.
Oh, geez, here we go.
A team that's winning something.
At this point.
So let's get into it. So the preview of the NBA Finals, we all know, representing the East, we have those Boston Celtics, the number 2 seed, against the Golden State Warriors coming out of the West in that 3 seed. Woo! Woo! This is going to be another fun series. Hopefully, these playoffs has been dreadful. I'm not even going to hold you and lie to you.
Mhm.
They have been awful. From
Games 4 and
blowout,
5. I'll say this:
everything.
games 4 and 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Boy, that was just a shit show. Just too many turnovers. It's just like, ugh. Like literally, I almost fell asleep on the stream. It's like, what am I getting myself into? It's like, yo, turnover. It's like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like it was such a snooze fest.
So hopefully this game could be competitive, but Boston's on a revenge tour because the same teams knocked them out previously in the playoffs. Milwaukee, Miami, the Nets. Now they swept the Nets. They beat Milwaukee. They beat Miami, and it's been a crazy ride for Boston. But we'll see if they can knock off Golden State. Now it's going to be offense versus defense. You know, Boston got that defensive minded set. We all know what Golden State is. They lights out offensive machines. So Dante, who do you like in this series? Who's
First
winning
of
the
all,
chip?
I got something to get out my chest right quick. So you can please put me on the front screen.
Oh Lord.
Got something.
Oh, he's gonna put somebody on the grill.
To really get off my chest right quick about
Hold
it.
on.
It's about the Eastern Conference Finals, but I got something that I want to really get out my actually chest.
Robert, you know how to do it because I can't. I kind of do it right at this very second.
Gotta get something out my chest.
There you go.
So again, I want to let everybody know. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics going to the NBA Finals. And like I've been saying, and it's bittersweet for Boston because the way Kyrie slapped them in the face up and down, and they're back in the final. But this, I'm going to get to the prediction, but this is about the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler taking that jump shot. I'm not disagreeing with everybody. I'm not disagreeing on that. But this man getting a lot of criticism for that shot. And I'm going to be on board and defend Jimmy Butler on that shot that he took. Now, granted, if it weren't for Jimmy Butler 47 goddamn point performance, there's no game 7 any goddamn way. So let's get that clear right there. Where was Kyle Lowry? What was Kyle Lowry at? Ain't Kyle Lowry's getting paid a lot of money from Miami, but he's stealing money. He played in 8 playoff games, 27% from the 3-point line, 7 points. PJ Tucker on the floor, 0 points, 17 minutes. Matthew Screws, what was Matthew Screws at? What was he at? I mean, the only one that probably showed up was Bam Adebayo. But what was Matthew Screws at? Why is Duncan Robinson not on the floor? He's getting paid $90 million goddamn dollars. Why is he not playing? Why is Caleb Martin not on the fucking floor? Tyler Hero was out, but he played. He gave it all he could within the last minute, but it's clearly when he shot the first shot, he didn't have lip. And by the way, Miami shouldn't even been in the situation they in because Boston was so interested in running so much goddamn clock, got conservative, and Miami ends up hitting a couple of shots on a Matthew Scrooge 3-pointer and and a Bam Adebayo layup got them down too. So that was Boston fought from the beginning that they got right back in the game because they played so conservative. But Jimmy Butler gets the rebound. Al Horford is backing up. Let's not act like that's a terrible jump shot. It was a makeable shot. But the real reason, this man was tired as hell. 47-point game to get him back in game 7. So game 7. 35 that night. Hurt knees and all of that. He couldn't stand to go into another overtime because he knew he didn't have the energy left. Now, if he made that shot, everybody will be tapping him on the back at that point. If he made the shot, if he goes to the basket, draw a foul, make a couple of free throws, he struggles in overtime, then everybody criticizes him. Let's try to calm down on this guy because in the first place, this guy was even the reason why they even went to a game 7. And he showed up with a 35-point night. What the hell was the other guys at? What the hell was his other teammates at? So that's all I want to get out of my chest. But the game, I got go ahead, Doug. Go ahead, Doug. Doug has some. Okay. I got Golden State in 6 in the series. I want Boston to win because of Tatum and Brown and I mean Marcus Smart is a dog at defending. So I want these guys to win. I think their defense is gonna do enough to keep them in the game, keep them in a lot of games. I think they're gonna be competitive on the defensive side of the ball. I think Al Horford kind of matches what Draymond Green does a little bit, but he provides better shooting and he provides as just good a defense than Draymond Green. But Draymond Green is better defensively all around. Al Horford is just a better shooter. And I think, coming off those screens, I mean, Golden State passes the ball so well. They have like a motion offense where whoever doesn't have the ball, they either set a backdoor screen or they either set a screen at the top of the three to get someone open. I just love the ball movement. I love the experience that the Warriors got, that the Golden State Warriors got. And everybody knew if the Golden State Warriors are even an inch of close of being healthy, this team could be back in the same spot. That's why I think Phoenix window has been closed because Golden State have those top three guys and they keep the Jordan Poole. And if the Lakers can somehow make some right moves and get healthy, and Russell Westbrook, I think the Lakers will be up. I think the Lakers, like what I'm saying or not, I think the Lakers can still be a problem. But I'm like I say, I'm gonna say this right now. I wouldn't be shocked and I wouldn't be mad at all. I would be more than happy for the Lakers to be losing and not to make the playoffs. But I gotta just be honest. As long as LeBron James is with the Lakers, I think they will have a shot. But I don't think they will be better than Golden State. And so that's why, again, man, I got the Warriors winning this series, man, in 6 games, man.
But before we get into that, for y'all don't know my guy, we got the big time. We got Doug in the building. What's going on, Doug?
Gentlemen, what's going on? Y'all all right?
Doug,
I just wanted to pop in. I heard that the 7200 podcast was on. They told me it was hot. I just wanted to just pop in. I didn't want to be on the show. I was quiet. Somebody put me in here, but I'm just glad to see another. I heard y'all was one of the best, so I want to see what I got to do to try to be like y'all. That's why I'm here. I ain't here to talk about nothing, man. But it's good to see you guys as usual.
We would love to get your thoughts. We would
On
love to
what?
get your thoughts on NBA Finals. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk. This ain't gonna be about no damn Cowboys unless you want it to be. But like I said,
the finals. One thing that you just can't neglect, and that is experience. It has to play a part into it. I think that as many people keep talking about a good series, Tatum and Brown are gonna have to play magical in order for this to go. And I'm saying that because every series they played in so far, both of them have had some off nights. You can't have no off nights against this team here. They are going to have to score every night in order for them to even have a chance. I personally don't think it's going to be close. I just don't. I think we might have a couple games that's going to be tight, but overall, once I saw that Golden State had home court, I said, oh, okay. I'm just saying that I don't think Boston gonna pull the first two out, and I know the Warriors can pull out a game there.
Yep.
But I'm not sure if Boston can pull out a game in San Francisco. If they do, I'll be shocked. But man, look, Steph and Clay and Draymond have been there, the wild card, and I don't mean to go on, but if Jordan Poole keep playing like he playing, man, look, that there really is not too many answers. I mean, everybody talking about Marcus Smart on Curry. Please understand that Steph Curry is going to get all those calls. Please understand that. You know what I'm saying? And the Warriors just going to get the benefit of the doubt in a lot of this stuff, man. I don't think it's going to be close. I believe it's going 5 games. That's just me. I don't think Boston really has a chance. And personally speaking, if you're a true Laker fan, the last thing that I want to see is the Boston Celtics win anything. I don't
They
care.
would pass
See,
the Lakers for 8
let me throw this in. See, I almost threw up the other night. I did. I'm not, and I'll let y'all get back. This is why I almost threw up, y'all. When is the last time have you seen a Boston Celtic player in the game give any Los Angeles Laker any type of credit? What in the world is Jason Tatum wearing a Laker wristband? I have never. Magic Johnson was probably throwing them. Now somebody need to go check on that. Larry Bird we ain't seen Larry Bird. He just quiet. It is so disrespectful. The hatred is it's generational. I saw that and I said, what in the world is this, man? Get that mess off your arm, man. We don't like y'all. We don't think Kobe your man and all that. Kobe wouldn't wear that. Y'all know that. Come on now. Lord have mercy. I hate the Celtics. I hate the Celtics.
Big time, you paying tribute to the late great Kobe.
Man, pay tribute to him in your interview. Don't wear no wristband and all that kind of stuff, man. Are you crazy? I wish the Lakers would. I wish LeBron James would wear anything green on his Laker uniform. I'm personally gonna fly to Los Angeles, take that mess off of him, tell him get on out of here, man. Go on play in Boston. Get out of here. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That's it for me. I got Golden State in 5. That's just me.
Oh, Doug got Golden State in 5. What'd you say? You said 6, Dante? Robert?
I say Golden State, I'm gonna because I originally had it in 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went to 6.
You must have Golden State winning one in Boston winning one in Golden State.
Yeah, that's where I might see it.
Yeah,
I think they can legitimately take one in Golden State. They did it in Miami. I think they can definitely go on the road and win game. But the problem is, like you said, Golden State can also take one on the road. They can take 2 on the road. I think Golden State can take 2 on the road because the format, Golden State is the main seed is Boston.
Yeah, they got home
court for these 2 games, and then it goes to Boston for 3. So it's a 2-3-2 format, but the last 2 will be in Golden State. The last 2 will be in Golden State.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Boston better get it done at home. That's all I'm gonna say.
We know Golden State can go in there and win, go in Boston and win.
Yeah, because that Chase Center be rocking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
It's hard to beat them there, man. You know, I don't know if you guys have been hearing about it, but Steve Kerr's record in the playoffs, I think it was like 82-20 something. I mean, like, good God. I mean, it is unbelievable what this man has done. I mean, I know he got, Durant, and Durant was a part of it, but he was winning games before Durant got there. And Lord knows he's won afterwards since he's left. So, I mean, Kerr, man, is slowly but surely, Kerr is gonna get a lot of publicity as being, one of the greats. I mean, without a doubt, this will be his 10th ring if he wins this year.
What's going on, Bial? Oh, we got the $2 holla. Appreciate that.
$2 holla, my boy.
5 rings as a player and a potential 5th as a.
He said Wiggins will be MVP of Game 1. Okay.
I
can see that.
I can get behind that.
Ern for the $2 donation, man. Big shout out to my guy Ern in the building.
What's going on,
What's
Vic?
up, Vic? What's good? Yep.
He said something. Florida boy just said Steve Kerr stole what Mark Jackson built. Yeah, but Kerr, when he brought that motion offense in, man,
hey, Doug, hey, you think like I think. That motion offense is stop, bro. I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
no
They
stagnant.
they move so good
They move
without the
so
ball.
much,
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
They
The
They
ball
move
moving.
movement
so
without
much.
the ball is
Whoever
crazy.
don't got the ball, they setting a screen, or someone setting a backdoor screen, someone setting a screen at the perimeter, getting someone open. They pass the ball well. They gonna at least get about 25 assists a game. So
You can have the greatest players in the world, but if you don't have playing in the right system, you'll just get to the second round of the playoffs. That's what Mark
Yep.
Jackson carried him. Steph Curry just didn't start shooting when he got with Curry. He could always shoot. It's the system, man. The
Yep.
system is just unbelievable.
It's just kind of like when you how when you playing in NFL, it's just like when you audible, like when you going in motion, that kind of throw.
Yeah.
Coach might be
To
frozen.
try to throw.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's like you don't know what a quarterback going to do with the ball, or you don't know what the play is going to be. That's how Golden State doing. There's so many people moving around in that offense that it's just you can't figure out. You don't know how to guard it. It's just so many people moving around. Then you running. Then the opposing team just running around all day, trying to figure out something. So that's hard, bro. That's hard.
I when I think about it in Boston, as much as I despise them traditionally and generationally, let me say that Boston is a real good basketball team. You just get the feeling that they are going to have to be perfect in order to win 4 games. They might get 1 or 2. The Golden State Warriors don't have to be perfect because they're going to score regardless. And I don't think Boston got enough scoring power. Like, if I'm serious, if Brown is off or Tatum is off, I mean, who's the third scorer? Is it what? Smart?
Marcus Smart.
I mean,
Marcus Smart. I think
Grant Williams.
He can't shoot. I mean, Williams.
I mean, you got Derek White.
Got Derek White.
White. Now, White is pretty good, but they'll put Poole on him, and that'll be.
But if Jason, the key is if Jason Tatum or either one Brown is out, is off. That's not going to be enough to be Golden State. It's either one of them off. That's not going to be enough.
Damian got
and plus, Golden State is a better shooting team. Golden State is way better at shooting. Way better. So again,
somebody. I don't mean to insult your viewers, and I'm not going to do that. But somebody, right there, right.
Oh, Damian, don't mind him.
Somebody said Celtics and 5.
You
like,
got an upset.
Yep.
Oh my God! What?
Hey, if that, I swear, I know it ain't gonna happen. But if that happened, that make people look like Damian look like he's smart.
I tell you what, if they win in 5, then people would be saying that this would have to be the greatest defensive team in history. If something like that was to happen, that is just unbelievable. But it's the NBA Finals, man. I just know it's and from a sexy standpoint, it's most sexy for the Warriors to win. The NBA ain't ready for Tatum to be the face. They want to ride this face of Curry and Clay. They want to ride that out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I think Boston gonna get killed when we start talking about calls and all that kind of stuff. I don't even think it's gonna be close, man.
Yeah, because that one game that they played against Miami, they had like 24 turnovers in the game. You get that, it's a done deal.
I did that game. I was about to fall asleep. It's like, what the hell are we watching? Like, it was a complete shit show. It's like, goddamn, like someone needs to go get goddamn Gorilla Glue. It's like, jeez, hang on to the fucking basketball.
Was horrible, right? It was. I can imagine.
You talking about y'all must talking about the Sixers, right?
No, Boston had 24 turnovers against Miami.
Yeah. What game that was? Game what?
3, 4?
I think that might have been game 4. Yeah, that's right. Donte was with me for game 4.
Okay. Oh, you talking about that game that they couldn't make a shot early?
No, I think that was like when Boston had it on the 18. No, that was game 5.
No, that was game 4. Because
the only point that he got was from Bam Adebayo making a free throw. That's already bad enough.
But that when it was like 18-1.
Yeah. That was the game they couldn't make a shot. That was the game they really couldn't make a shot.
Damn.
Yeah. That was hard.
I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm bringing my little audience in since I'm here for a second.
All right, go ahead.
We reached our limit. That's the only reason why I said that.
So we already got the. I also got the Warriors in 6. So who's the X factor and for both teams in this series?
I feel for me, I would say great. I think Robert Williams III. I feel can be the X factor for Boston. The way how he's been playing, especially against Miami, and I feel like the X factor is going to be Jordan Poole for Golden State. Because look, even though I don't know what Jordan Poole is averaging, it's got to be, but that really just see for me, I feel like Poole, as young as he is, he has stepped up in big moments for Golden State in the play so far in the playoffs. So those are my two X factors for Boston and Golden State. That's Robert Williams III and Jordan Poole.
Dante.
So I'm gonna go off the radar. I'm gonna go off the radar for Golden State. I got Andrew Wiggins for Golden State. Got
Okay.
Andrew Wiggins for Golden State. He's had a tremendous season, All Star, and then you look at his career and what he went through. He was the number one player in all of high school sports. He got traded on Cleveland from draft night because LeBron James wanted Kevin Love. Ends up in Minnesota. He averages in his career in Minnesota. He averaged over 20 points per game, but he just haven't blossomed. He just haven't blossomed as that unstoppable star when he was coming out.
Dante with his
When
internet.
he doesn't have to really do too much,
Going for Warriors.
and he doesn't have to really do too much. He's around great guys like because when he was in Minnesota, now he has to be the number one guy, and he has to compete for the number one guy along with Karl Anthony Towns. Now, not so much. You can play free, you can be relaxed, and you can just play your role. And Andrew Wiggins definitely is going to be a big part of this offense for Golden State. And for Boston, I'm gonna go with Grant Williams. Grant Williams has to make outside shots. He has to be that defender, and he has to make outside shots, and he has to know how to stop fouling and stay on the court a lot. He fouls too much, and he plays himself off the court. So I'm gonna go with Wiggins and Grant Williams.
Though you got any X factors for the game?
For Golden State, I just think they're gonna outscore everybody, and to make sure that I think that Jordan Poole is the person that's gonna his extra 18 to 25 a night may just be way too much. That's why I just think they just need to outscore them, and I don't think that's gonna be too hard. As far as Boston goes, I'm coming from a different standpoint. I believe that Marcus Smart is the X factor because I don't know who they're going to. It may be a switch. Like whoever's hot for him, that's who Smart is gonna have to go get. And I just think that his plate is gonna be real full. And if he's not playing, if he's not the defensive player of the year in this series, they're gonna get ran out the gym. It's just that simple. He has to be the man to shut somebody down. I don't know who that's gonna be. It's almost impossible to shut all of them down, but he got to take somebody out for them to have a chance. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna go not say left, but I'm gonna go to the bench, and I'm going to say Kuminga. When you put Kuminga in the game, he's freakishly athletic. You saw the one game he had 18 points. I think Kerr's going to use his bench a little bit more, and I think Kuminga is going to be a factor in this series as well, depending on what Steve Kerr does or how the other ones do. If Jordan Poole's having an off game, you might see him bring in a Kuminga or a Toscano, or that one game he brought in Damian Lee. I was like, where was he at all series? So I'm gonna go and say Kuminga, and then again, it's definitely gonna be Marcus Smart on the defensive end for Boston because he has the task of being on Curry or Clay. He's gonna have that ordeal to try to stop Curry. So I'm gonna say Kuminga and Smart is gonna be the X factors. I think he is. I think he can be.
Yep, he can be earned. He could be a X factor because he don't got to do a lot. He don't have to do too much. You got Curry. You got Steph Curry out there. You got guys like Wiggins and Clay. All he has to do is worry about playing defense and making a few plays. He may have to make a couple of open shots, but he will be valuable. And he played great this whole season. So again, when you got guys that has been there, that is more experienced, Kaminga just got to do his job. That's it. He don't got to score. He don't got to score to impact. He just got to just do his job if he get the time, if he gets that playing time.
All right, so we're gonna do over under, and then I do got a topic. It's funny because the topic is already at hand, but since Doug's up here, he can answer this topic. But let's get into the over under, and then we'll go to the topic at hand. Since we got the resident Lakers fan up here, he can answer this question. So again, we got over under. Shout out to Ern for this over under for me. He hooked me up with this. Over under Draymond Green in this series with technical fouls, 2.5 over under.
I believe I'm gonna go. You know what? Go ahead, Robert. Go ahead, answer.
I'm going to say under because usually in the playoffs, like he usually just gets one.
Well,
Auntie Sex, come on.
I'm gonna take right there at 2. I'm gonna take right there at 2. Right there at 2. I believe he's gonna have 2 technicals in this series. I'm gonna take right there at 2.
Shout out to Auntie Six with another $2 holla. Appreciate that.
Auntie Six with the $2 holla. $2 holla.
Doug, you got an over under?
I'm gonna say over. He can't help himself. The reason why he hadn't got it, I think I ain't gonna even bring this up, but y'all got me right beside my guy Philly Sports talk show with the Eagle stuff right here. Now I'm already kind of nervous about that in the first place. But anyway, it's not because he didn't do anything. They just are kind of lenient right about now. They don't want to be the cause of change the game. But Draymond, he just presses stuff too much for me. So especially if you're telling me that it's 2-3-2, can you imagine Draymond Green in Boston? Lord have mercy. He gonna pick up some ticks. Ain't no question in my mind. So I'm gonna go over.
All right, so we got Steph and Clay for game. This is just for game 1. Combined 10 threes.
Damn.
I'm going to say over because they're noted. They have that reputation of hitting like 10 plus threes.
I mean, is it a make or is it just combined shooting?
Make 3 combined 10 combined to 2.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take the over because I know both of them can hit 5 threes. Both of them gonna hit 5 threes on game 1. So I'm gonna take the over.
I'm gonna go over. Shoot, Steph may hit 10 by himself.
It's possible.
And if Clay get hot, look out. We all know he's nuclear. So I'm going over with that. I think that's easy.
All right, and the last one for over under, we got Jaylen Brown. Now this is game 1, 25.5 points.
25.5 points for Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna say he gets 22.
I'm gonna say under. I think he's gonna get 20.
Under for me, no doubt. Under.
All right, so there you have it, guys. We got our finals preview out the way. But since we're on the topic of the Lakers, Darvin Ham is the Lakers' new head coach. Frank Vogel's out. Darvin Ham is in. Doug, you are the resident Lakers fan. Do you like this move or no?
Might shock you, but I like it. And the only reason why I like it is because Darvin Ham deserves it. That's just he's paid his dues. He's earned the right to be a head coach. I'm happy for him. He has a tough, gritty mentality. He played on a championship team. That's what that team was all about. 2004, 2005 Pistons, defensive minded team. He will bring that to the table without a doubt. However, I feel sorry for him at the same time because when you have a team that has four, one of them don't supposed to be there, but when you have four players on the 75th anniversary team, you don't really have a chance to tell them what to do. And everybody knows that when you're playing when LeBron James is on your team, he has the power to walk right into the office and say, I don't like this coach, and they'll be gone the very next week. So I feel sorry for him from that standpoint. Nobody can solve Russell Westbrook. It is what it is with him. Anthony Davis, when he goes to the mailbox, he has a torn ligament in his arm. So I don't know, if you sneeze one time, Anthony Davis will be in the emergency room. I mean, just good Lord. I mean, when he wake up, one eye stays stuck, and he got to go to the optometrist and get it. I mean, Anthony Davis, man, it's just horrible. So, if we can get him, somewhat tougher or whatever, I think that we'll be all right. We should make the playoffs, barring injury. I call that and Florida boys saying just what I was just about to say. Florida boy saying I think he's just a transition coach. I believe the Lakers have somebody down the road who they want rather than this guy. I believe that he's not gonna have too much of a chance if he exactly Patrick Beverly. You see, there you go. I like that right there.
Yeah. He said he farts too hard. He out 7 to 10 days.
He's not lying. The man put his sock on. They said he had turf toe. See what I'm saying? I just don't like it,
He said if he even bend down to put his sock on his back, gonna give out.
The man, bro. He got a herniated disc. He needed a herniated disc right there.
No, I think that's just Ben Simmons in an Anthony Davis suit.
Yeah. But overall, for him, I'm happy for him. I am happy for him, but he's walking into a real fire here. So we just have to see.
That's definitely going. I mean, like Burn said, he's just temporary until somebody comes along and LeBron goes. But they also saying THT is untouchable, or unless a superstar comes into play. Is THT going anywhere, or y'all stuck?
No, because they've already made the mistake of trading away everybody that was young and good. You'd be stupid to try to, THT. He needs to. I mean, off the bench. When we started talking about, remember we got guys who didn't even play last year. Dunn didn't even get on the court. He was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Blake, even though I don't count him, most of our guys are older. So we need to keep our young talent, and he's getting better every year. We traded away Lonzo and traded away Ingram and traded away Caruso. I mean, come on now. We can't trade away the whole thing for a bunch of older guys. Sooner or later, we got to get young if we're going to try to, stay somewhat relevant. You just can't let it go. So we're an older team again coming into this season. We still got to stay young. So THT ain't going to where you shouldn't go anywhere.
All right. So who regrets leaving? Is it KD or is it Kyrie?
I say it's more on KD than anything else. Because I think, if you think about it, because KD actually played well when he was with Golden State, but the fact that he chose to leave and go to Brooklyn, like, he pretty much screwed everything. screwed everything up for himself. Not to mention the fact that Brooklyn does not even have an identity because you got fucking Kyrie, who knows what with him and his tinfoil hat conspiracies, quote unquote Ben Simmons with his back injury, so to speak. I don't know what that God, what he just driving down I-95 with a guy and hitting potholes on the way down? I have no goddamn idea. But other than that, I mean, Blake Griffin just washed. I mean, Nicholas Claxton has been an okay player for them. It's just like Brooklyn. I have no idea what their identity is right now. So it's more okay. I feel like it's more KD than Kyrie.
I agree with y'all. I agree with you. I think KD, but I'm gonna go Kyrie Irving route. I want to go different. I want to go Kyrie Irving route, but I definitely agree. KD shouldn't have loved Golden State. I think when him and Draymond Green was beefing, and Draymond Green told him that we won without you, we didn't need you. I think that set KD off, and that sent him to somewhere else to try to prove everybody that I'm a great player, that I still can do this. I can take my own team and lead, and which is he has proven he couldn't, and it kind of is hurting him right now. But I want to go to the Kyrie thing right here. Kyrie Irving coming off the championship. LeBron James makes the biggest block of NBA history. Yes, Kyrie comes down. He hits the shot that really put him up, and seal the championship for him. But people coming out talk about LeBron with the block and stuff like that, and they discredit Kyrie. Yeah, and to me, I feel like they kind of discredit him. But you didn't have to leave on that note. You know as a person, you did everything in your power to help this team win a championship. The bigger games that LeBron had when they were down 3-1. You go back to the game 5. LeBron had a great game 5. So as Kyrie Irving did. Going on the road in Golden State. Go back to game 6 in Cleveland. LeBron has a big game. Kyrie follows it up with another big game. Game 7, low scoring game. Kyrie and LeBron does damage. But then you said you won out because LeBron getting all of this fame. LeBron, you hearing a LeBron. Now you want people to start putting some respect on your name. Okay, how about go to Boston? Now you're an Eastern Conference championship level team. You want to compete with LeBron. So how about day 1, first game against Cleveland? First game against Cleveland, a blowout against LeBron James-led team, a blowout. Gordon Hayward breaks his leg. He's hurt. The whole playoffs. Young Jaylen Brown and Tatum and Terry Rozier and Al Horford leads them to the Eastern Conference Finals. And you go back, you backdoor, go to the offseason. Now, this is why I feel like the slap in the face came in. He tells the fans that I'm signing back here. I'm signing a new deal back here. Okay. The fans are happy in Boston that they heard it, that they know where your mindset at, that they heard it, that you're committing to him. You're committed to Jason Tatum. You're committed to a second year of Jaylen Brown. And he struggles throughout the whole year. Plus, he blasts his teammates through the media in the regular season when they're struggling. Then he goes to the playoffs against the Bucks series. He plays like straight hot fucking garbage. He doesn't hold himself no accountability. He calls out the teammate. He's a selfish teammate at this point, saying you're missing every shot. You're shooting 20%, 22% from the 3-point line. And you said in a press conference, I should have took 30 goddamn jump shots. And now you're being an asshole in the locker room to these young guys. You're not leading. You're not being a mentor. Okay, he backs up on the statement. He leaves. He goes to Brooklyn. And you know that video went viral with him and Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the All-Star game when they were talking to each other. So that's how I knew he was going over there to Brooklyn in the offseason. So he goes to Brooklyn. Boston sits out a year, had a bad year. You know, that was the bubble. That was the COVID year. The bubble year that they got. I believe they got swept. I believe Boston won a playoff series against the 76ers, and then they got beat by the Miami Heat in the second round. So you come to this year, Brad Stevens steps down. Ime Udoka, they're 14 and 18. Marcus Smart calls out the team publicly, something he's never done. And this is when Boston's season starting to get on a roll when Marcus Smart does that. And he was just telling, they had a team meeting right after. And that's when the Cinderella season started. That's when Boston gets to the playoffs. They gets to the Eastern Conference Finals. They beat Miami. Now they're in the NBA Finals. So, like I said, I definitely agree with you on KD. But that had to feel fucking good about the Boston Celtics. And Kyrie Irving slapping them in the face, and Boston say it even ends up in the finals without her. Now Kyrie Irving is the biggest loser because guess what? He's not getting paid for Brooklyn because again the vaccine, and he goes out whatever he wants to. So that's good that Boston gave Marcus Smart a big fuck. They gave him a big fuck, Kyrie a big fuck you. And I know that,
Nike is not extending him
Nike's
either.
his deal, so they cut ties.
Yep. So that's a bittersweet victory for Boston. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on KD. So I just wanted to go to Boston route with Kyrie.
Damian actually had a sensible question. He said Darvin Ham in LA as a coach and LeBron. Are there two? Do y'all think they gonna coexist? Knowing LeBron always bullied him when they played each other.
That's all forgiven. That ain't about nothing. You know that. Please, if it was that bad, he wouldn't even accept the job. Well, let me take that back. We're talking about millions over feelings. I think he'll take these couple $1 million being a head coach and worry about that later. But that's old stuff. So, I don't think that's huge. Let me answer that question before y'all help me out here, and you guys in the comment box help me out. In the bubble, when the pandemic first started, was it a requirement that everybody had to get a shot?
Yep.
No, they had to get. I know they had to get tested like 99 times a day.
Tested.
Yeah.
Times. Yeah, they had to really get tested. Yeah.
I don't think it wasn't a required shot
for vaccination.
Well, not even. No, well, you guys got to think too. Like Toronto is very strict with that. So
no, we're talking about at the very
bubble.
beginning of the pandemic.
Oh no! Oh yeah. It's like no. I think the shot was kind of not required, but it was like optional for the
right.
Okay. So this kind of leads to my question. I feel sorry. I believe KD regrets it only because when he signed there, he pretty much kind of got this team together, and Ben Simmons also. But when you look at the personalities of both of those guys, Kyrie and Ben, they march to a total different beat.
That's a head case.
But yeah, and so he didn't sign up for this. He didn't sign up for Kyrie to only play road games. He didn't sign up for that. He didn't sign up for Ben Simmons just raking the end of the whole NBA, swearing up and down he hurt when he, and his mentality. He didn't sign up for that. So I really feel sorry for him on that point, but he's real sensitive. All three of those guys are sensitive. The reason why KD left because Draymond got in his face. People started saying he had to leave to win, and instead of just going racking it up, he just decided he want to do it on his own. But what we're finding out is that he can't. He's a great player. He's a Hall of Fame player. When it's all said and done, he'll probably be a top 10 player of all time, no doubt about that. Has a good chance if he don't get hurt. He has a chance to be the all-time scoring leader. If he plays long enough, he's a great player. But on that resume of his, it is going to say the only reason why you won. And a lot of people got it twisted. A lot of people say the only reason why Golden State won was because Kevin Durant came and helped them out. Well, the record shows that Stephen Curry won without KD. And if he win this one, that argument is dead. So I really feel sorry for KD because he really thought he was building an empire here with two shaky guys, two guys that are kind of iffy in the head. I don't know if basketball is 100% important. I know Kyrie love it. What's up, Terry? I see you, man. I know he's Kyrie loves the game, but do you love it 100%? Because KD love it 100%. Ben Simmons have showed me he don't like it, but 20%. I mean, if that much, you know what I'm saying? So he sometimes you can have dreams that turn into nightmares real quick. And I think that's what we're seeing already. They're already talking about can Kyrie leave and come to LA and all that kind of stuff? You see what I'm saying? So, I feel sorry for KD because he didn't sign up for this.
No, not at all. He didn't sign up for it. And again, man, he's a top 2 talent in the NBA. He's a top 2 talent in the NBA. If you just look at how the man can dribble and he can shoot, he can put up points in bunches, and he almost beat the Milwaukee Bucks by his own self, man. He almost beat them by his own self. So
My
again,
computer
man,
died.
Oh, shit.
he almost beat him by himself.
Snap.
So again, like I say, man, he didn't sign up for it at all. He didn't deserve that. But like I say, Kyrie Irving sometimes is mentally, I feel like he mentally checked out at times. Don't know if he wants to play basketball or not. And this is crazy. You leave a team without letting your head coaches and your players know about the problem. You just leave. You just up and leave. And like I say again, I mean, everybody can easily question his determination to want to play basketball. So I don't blame Brooklyn for not wanting to pay him in sponsorships or letting him go. I'm not blaming.
So, the truth be told, KD ain't wrapped too tight either. If you just listen to him talk. So you got 3 head cases there. And you can't win like that. I don't care how good you are.
He's even salty on social media when someone says something about him on social media. So
he's a head case too.
He making all the millions. He need to get a hairbrush. I'm just saying. Just saying.
And Brooklyn's already got 2 head cases that don't want to play basketball. So I mean,
yeah.
And trust me, we had to deal with that shit for 6 fucking years.
Oh, Ben, Jesus Christ. And now we got to deal with James Harden. But that's another story for another day. We're not talking about the Sixers right now. We're not going to talk about the Sixers. Burns said James Harden going to go to the big 3. He going to go. If he can stay out the club, he'll be all right.
God damn.
He stay out the club, he'll be all right. Yeah, and exactly, and the ankles be ashy too. Come on, KD, come on. Like you can't be playing basketball, and you know a little dark. Us light brights can get away with being ashy, but you can't. Not with them ankles. But one more NBA topic before we move on to the NFL. And it's funny that Doug is here. We actually do got some Cowboy stuff on here. He can help us elaborate. But should Zion Williamson get a contract or get an extended contract with the Pelicans?
That I don't think so. For me, like if it's not happy, but I don't know. That's really tough to answer.
Easy for me. The answer is no, because the Pelicans showed that they got a pretty good ways without them for the whole year. So all they got to do is just build off that. And the piece don't necessarily have to be Zion. You can go get another big and have him play a good role. Let Brandon Ingram be your man. You got to keep in mind, Lonzo missed a lot of time at the end. He's going to make the team better when he comes back. I'm sorry, Lonzo with Chicago. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking he's still there. I'm saying with CJ there, who still can get it done, they can win. You know what I'm saying? Zion, you can't count on him, man. He's just like Anthony Davis, and he's getting worse because he can't get in shape. He down there eating Popeye's chicken a little bit too much. That's what he doing. Eating that rice down there and eating
that gumbo and that jambalaya and all that.
He down there Mardi Gras, eating them beignets, whatever they call it. He can't let it go. That's what the problem is. So.
Aiden to New Orleans. I mean,
Maybe. Could be a possibility.
That's a great fit.
I mean, he's still young.
Since CJ McCullough got there, that team obviously turned around. I think if you get another piece, I can see them competing for an AFC because it's no more playing tournament next year.
I think they also think too, like for the Pelicans, they also retool their bench a little bit too.
Yeah.
See, CJ's doing that on the off season. He's already gonna be analyst, so he's gonna be. You might see him during the finals.
Hey,
I
look,
think he got hired by ESPN, if I'm not mistaken. He got hired by ESPN.
yeah, I think it's ESPN that he might be doing.
ESPN.
At least that's some. At least he does get that side money.
Yeah. He
Either
just
way,
got hired as an
ESPN,
analyst.
TBS, TNT, it don't matter. Analyst gig, you get some money when it's all said and done. Really, to the Globetrotters. But that is the NBA for you. I'm gonna switch it over to the NFL. 100 days, y'all. 100 days until NFL kickoff. I'm so excited. I'm not depressed no more because the closer July and August gets, you about time to see some helmets clashing, some tackles, everything else. But again, since Doug's here, we're gonna get right into this question. um Is the Cowboys title window closing?
Shoot, the one never open. What y'all thought I was gonna come in lying? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't never. It was. See, it's kind of like I just said with Golden State. Mark Jackson birthed it. Okay. Steve Kerr carried them over the top. I said that to say you can have all these Pro Bowlers and all pros on this team like we have and have consistently had. But when you don't have the right cook in the kitchen, you won't get where you need to be. You just won't. And until somebody tell me that Kellen Moore is gone, then we're gonna be in this same little spot. We can get to this place, but we can't get to the next place. Cowboys drafted physical players in the draft, all the way down. But the problem is you got a finesse offensive coordinator. Finesse and physical don't mix. We don't run the ball enough. You draft the linemen, but you're not what you drafting them for, to bag up and pass blocking? Because Dak Prescott throws the ball dang near 50 times a game. You look at the stats, Ezekiel Elliott gets the ball less than 15 times a game. Tony Pollard gets it less than 5. Give me a break. So the window was never, not to me, it's open for making the playoffs. I'll give you that. But you talking about a world championship? No, we're not even at the doorstep, man. Not to me. And Lord knows I know now we got the right defensive coordinator. I'll say that.
I ain't gonna lie. I do like Dan Quinn over there.
We got the right defensive coordinator, and he's getting his players. And I believe this year, I've already said on my show that the Cowboys, I really believe, will be a top 10 defense this year. I really believe that. But, we got too many question marks. Is CD a number one? Is Tyler Smith going to be a good guard? Is Dak? We've been asking the same question about Dak Prescott for the last 5 years. So if you're asking me that, after 5 years, that tells me that you're not that dude like everybody. I shouldn't be asking the same questions. Can Dak win the big one? I keep hearing this every year. He's good against bad teams, but can he win the big one? We've been having the same question last 5 years. So until we get over that hump, no, we ain't gonna win. The window is open for the NFC East. I give you that. But as far as the World Championship, Super Bowl, no. Nah, that's just me. Yeah.
And is the most pressure on Dak this year?
No. The pressure is on Mike McCarthy. The pressure is on Kellen Moore. You see, one thing happened last year. If you're not a Cowboy fan, you wouldn't kind of recognize this. Mike McCarthy had to leave because of COVID. And then that New Orleans game, Dan Quinn took over for the coaching that game. Cowboys went to New Orleans, won that game. If you know about Cowboys, Jerry Jones praised Dan Quinn for maybe about 3 weeks straight, saying, hey, we got a luxury. We got 2 head coaches on this team. All I'm saying is this, and I've said this on my show. You let the Cowboys start off slow this year. I'm saying that Mike McCarthy won't even make the season. Kellen Moore will be there because you can't start over with that. The reason why I'm saying is because Kellen Moore calls the plays, installs the plays. Mike McCarthy just sit there with a headset on, and he has no input of telling Kellen Moore what to do. Because if he did, he would tell him to run the ball. He ain't doing that. So and he's not saying anything to Dan Quinn on defense. So what is he really doing? I mean, if the first game, Tampa, second game, Cincinnati, third game, Washington. I forgot the other 4, but the first 5 games are pretty, they're not easy. You let the Cowboys get off to a slow start. That seat is going to be so hot. It's going to be so hot that I don't know if he's going to be able to handle it. I'm serious. So it's not on Dak. You took his number 1 receiver away. We don't know about CD yet. We got to see. I got to see it. I think he can do it, but I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Until I see it, then I say, okay, everything Jerry Jones is saying was right. But I got to see it first. I just can't say it, man. So I don't know. I don't think we got a shot. I think the pressure's on him, on Coach McCarthy.
Because I can see it now. Y'all start off slow. Jerry gonna be he gonna be like what's the name from Hercules with the dude with the flaming hair?
Hades.
Yeah.
He was turning red.
Yeah, I think that's the case. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize my co-partner over there, who all these Philadelphia Eagle fans, who obviously they got better without a doubt on paper. But again, I got to see that too. I'm not scared of them by no means. I think their defense is going to be real good. AJ Brown, great signing. They can run the ball. That's what they hung their hat on at the last year. Now you give Hurts, all of that. But the way I look at Hurts is he reminds me of Jimmy G. That Jimmy G hid behind the 49ers defense and the running game. But one of these games, and it may come in January, the game is going to have to fall into Jalen Hurts' hands. And I'm not so sure if he's really ready for that yet. So if he's running the ball fine, that's good. The defense playing lights out, that's good. But just like Jimmy G in the Super Bowl against the 49ers, the game had to go into his hands. He couldn't do it. And that's the only thing I'm going to say about it. Philly is going to be tough, barring injury, of course. Barring injury. It's going to come down between them and us. That's the only thing I'm going to say. But I think the window's closed for us. We're just competitive. That's what we'll be.
Y'all just competitors. Donte or Robert, anybody want to chime in on that? Follow up? Y'all got any?
Like I said again, man, statistically, I'm not denying again, like a lot of people saying Dak Prescott is a trash quarterback and stuff like that. And some people may got Jalen Hurts better, but let's stop the crap.
What?
You got to look at the Eagle fan base. The Eagle fan base is just crazy.
Hold up.
Fan base is just
not
crazy.
This Eagles fan.
No, I'm not. We already know who we talking about. We already know who we talking about. Some Eagle fan base will say that. Some Eagle fan base will say that. A lot of Eagle fan base.
I'm a real one, not a delusional.
But like I say again, some of them got Jalen Hurts better than Dak Prescott. Some of them got Jalen Hurts fucking better than Lamar Jackson. But again, let's go.
Lord have mercy.
None of that. We're gonna do this. But statistically, if you look at Dak Prescott numbers, he's a top 10 quarterback statistically. The great seasons that he's having, but again, what hunts him the most is the playoff victories, the playoffs. Or when you playing against in a big game, when you need a game to get to the playoffs, can Dak Prescott take you in there and win that game? Not so sure. Not so sure. So again, statistically, he's a very good quarterback. He can be a great elite level quarterback, but again, when you're not winning the big games, you can't consider that. You can't consider him as being elite, but he's a very good quarterback. That Prescott, I respect him. It's kind of like I said again, the Dallas Cowboys was the number one defense in football last year. Dan Quinn is a Super Bowl type of head coach. He took the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they choked it. Because
let me stop you there. We weren't the number one defense overall. We were number one in turnovers.
Y'all was number one. I looked at it. Y'all was number one statistically defense. Y'all was actually number one statistically.
I can't tell.
I know it doesn't tell, but y'all were number one. Y'all were number one statistically.
And if I'm not mistaken, too, you also got the Cowboys led the league in penalties too.
Yeah, because y'all gave up just 100. Y'all gave up just 21 points per game. Y'all gave up just 20. It didn't look like because of the
number one in points scored. You right?
Yeah.
Points
scored against. Y'all was number one. So that's pretty statistically the number one defense. But y'all, the way I'm seeing what you're saying, it don't look that way. The way y'all played, I didn't look that way. I see where you're coming from. But again, I like Dan Quinn, man, as a head coach, as a defensive coordinator. Like Big Tom said again, comes down to Kellen Moore. I mean, he's also interviewing to head coaching jobs too as well. How much could that factor in as well? Because at some point he's going to be in head coach in this league, and how much that will factor in as his play calling on the football field. But now for the Philadelphia Eagles, they got all the ingredients. They got the best offensive line in football. They got a top tier running back if he ever stays on the field. They got great receiving duel. They got two cornerbacks. The only two questions is a safety and Jalen Hurts. That's the only two really question marks right there. Now, Jalen Hurts, he doesn't have time for error. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have a guaranteed contract, a 4-year contract like a normal rookie first rounder do. He doesn't have that. So he has to perform. We know a lot of pressure is going to be on Jonathan Gannon or Nick Sirianni, but what are the chances if Jalen Hurts is performing like he did last year and has not improved? What are the chances they're going to keep the coach and keep Jalen Hurts? It's a very good chance they may keep Sirianni around, and it's a very good chance that they're going to go draft another quarterback with that first round pick that they got. So it's a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to say it's not going to be pressure on Jalen Hurts because it's obviously amongst a lot of pressure. The only quarterback that is solidified in the NFC East is Dak Prescott. Got a guaranteed job next year, regardless of what happened. He can go out there and be average. He can go out there and be average. He still have a job because of the contract that he just got. But Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz is on a 1-year deal, and Giants already picked up Daniel Jones' option, and Jalen Hurts. They all got pressure on him. So Jalen Hurts got to perform.
The Giants didn't pick up Daniel Jones' option.
But this is his last year too, though. This is his last
year. Last year with the Giants.
Yeah, he's going to be gone after this year if he doesn't perform. So again, it's a lot of pressure on them top level 3/4. It's a lot of pressure on them 3 quarterbacks, except Dak Prescott. But Dak Prescott is only answer. He cannot win the big game and stuff. The numbers are good. He throws 4,000 yards every year. He keeps his team in the game in the regular season. He wills his team. He good at making comebacks. He good at making plays. But the problem is, like Doug said, it's the big game. He can't win the big game. So that's what he's going to be.
That part is see, at that part, when we start talking about that, and I'm sorry, Philly, I know I ain't let you get hype about the Eagles. I'm sorry, man, but that when you start talking about, and maybe I presented it wrong on that, is you had to go back to the games where he's played, like the games against Green Bay. That wasn't on that. You know, they jumped out on us 20-something to 27-3, and he brought them back. But Dak needs true complementary football, and he can win those games. And I've seen him pull, even in the playoff games, I've seen him pull pull them back. So he's capable of doing, major league stuff. Ain't no doubt about that. It's just that he just haven't sealed the deal, and it really ain't because it's him. It's because the defense seems like when we get there, it's kind of like the 49er game last year. That wasn't on Dak. That I almost want to put that on once again. Kellen Moore. How in the world you not gonna run the ball?
Yeah, who runs a ball like a draw play? Was it like 30 something seconds on the clock? And
man, come on, man.
You can't do that.
And then McCarthy put Dak underneath the bus.
Well, Tony Pollard the whole game only had 4 carries. I mean, come on, man. I'm still stuck on that. I mean, I'm saying, you see, that's the world where we live in. It's like Tampa Bay. Okay, Tampa Bay win the Super Bowl, and everybody say, "Well, Brady did it again. Brady did it," but nobody said nothing about that defense that shut Kansas City down. It was that defense that won that Super Bowl. If Brady had something to do with it, but that defense. So I mean, we're living in a world where we blame everything on the quarterback or give the credit to him. So I think that's what I think it's kind of misconstrued. I didn't mean to present that wrong because some of my people on my page are coming on here and lighting me up halfway. So
all I got is for me. I say I think Tony. I have to admit, I think Tony Pollard is a better back than Zeke. That's just my personal opinion.
No, go ahead.
That's just. It's just like, I mean, look, Zeke's good, but it's just like, is he really going to go back to what he was at 2016? Or was that 20? Okay, I'm getting my years mixed up. But it's just like Tony, like you said, yeah. I mean, like, I feel like, look, yeah, Mike McCarthy should be on. Have more pressure, but and I think I agree. I kind of can agree with Doug too. I mean, Kellen Moore should also get some pressure on him because the play calling, to be honest, has not been the best from Kellen Moore. Like he said, like the 49ers game, should not run a draw like less than 30 seconds on the clock. When what was it? I don't even know what.
No timeouts.
No timeouts. It's like what like that still doesn't make any like common sense.
No. Let me correct you, Philly, but you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan. You have to go back to when it comes to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard in Memphis, when he played here in Memphis, where I live, played at the University of Memphis. He was on the same in the backfield was Gibson from Washington, Tony Pollard, and Darrell Henderson. That's with the Rams. All 3 of those guys were on the same team. Tony Pollard was Deebo Samuels before we started talking about Deebo. That's how Memphis used him. He lined up everywhere. He just kept going. He cannot handle a full load. The only thing that he's better than Zeke is without a doubt, he is more explosive than Ezekiel Elliott. But a better back, nah. He can't he couldn't handle that load. His body not built for that. But we need to find a way to get him the ball more than 4 times in a game. I know that for sure. He needs the ball. He needs to be split up. And if Zeke can stay healthy, I mean, good Lord, Zeke will run for 1,500 yards if he's healthy. I believe that. He got 1,000. He got 1,000 yards last year after week 4 when he had a PCL tear. He still got 1,000. So I mean, come on now. So
I mean, if he gets healthy and stay in shape, yeah. He had some issues with staying in shape a little bit, but again, I mean, far as scheme fit, Tony Pollard is more of that back that you can give him a couple carries here and there, and you can throw him out the backfield. He has more speed, he has more explosive than he is, but again, Zeke is 1,000-yard back every year, regardless of how he looks. He's 1,000-yard back every single season.
Yeah. Yep. Gentlemen, I gotta go, man. I appreciate y'all for letting me hang with you for a while. Hey, fam, y'all, my family, appreciate y'all coming in and helping out. Y'all see we got this Philly fan over here, so you see how bad he talking about it. So y'all might want to
wait. Defend Robert. He's been pretty good with y'all, and I'm an Eagle fan as well.
Yeah, because like, I mean, look, I'll say this too. I mean, Zeke is good. I'll give him that. It's just like Tony Pollard. I'll admit this: Tony Pollard has been a thorn in our side last couple of years, give or take. Yeah.
And that's with limited touches too. I mean,
yeah, limited touches, and it still kills us.
Yeah.
So I'll give some props to Tony Pollard as that. I'll give him that.
So, Doug, before you go, Burns said, "Would you rather have Marion Barber, DeMarco Murray, or Zeke?"
Bro, is that even a question?
Give me Zeke.
I was going to go Zeke as well.
Yeah, give me Zeke.
Because I feel like DeMarco Murray has kind of, I don't know, like something about DeMarco Murray just doesn't. I don't know, like he just does. It's not the same kind of player.
Murray had that 1 year where he got ran into the ground, but it was not sustainable because the very next year they ran all them tires low. Them tires were low when he came to y'all.
We didn't know how to use them. That was Chip Kelly for that. Blame Chip Kelly for that.
God, Chip Kelly pretty much traded our team for a goddamn corn dog and some ketchup on the side. You guys don't me and Key had to freaking live through this. You know, let Jeremy Maclin walk, traded LaShawn McCoy. Who else did we?
I mean, Zeke. What you call it? Clearly, DeMarco Murray is clearly a back that loves to run up the middle, a bruising back. He was no way a sideline back. How Chip Kelly tried to make
them tires went low real quick.
Yep.
After we ran them in the ground,
Kelly ran that dude right up.
He lost all that trade. Yeah. I appreciate you guys, man. I'll holler at y'all. Thank y'all for listening.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to my guy Doug at the Big Time Show. Again, the links is in the description for all his channels.
Let's get Doug to 100.
I do appreciate his fan base, hopping in with us, hopping in. Y'all welcome to stay. It's fine. We're gonna finish up this NFL topics that we have. What else is on this? Okay, so Colin Cowherd, we all know about Colin Cowherd.
Oh, jeez.
He said Baker Mayfield possibly to New Orleans.
I don't see that. I see it more. I feel it's more Carolina. Then he took Matt Corral with the draft pick, but it's just like, if I'm Carolina, I would at least take a chance on Mayfield because at least he'd be somewhat of a better upgrade over Sam Darnold. We all know that Sam Darnold has proven to be how long has Sam Darnold been in the league? Like 5 years now? 6 years? How long has it been?
That's about right.
Yeah, it shows like there was no improvement. I mean, despite the fact they got Bad McAdoo as their offensive coordinator, so God help over there.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot all about that.
Well, then again, it can't be worse than having Press Taylor as your OC, so.
Oh, God help them all.
Well, that's in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Woo! But with that out of the, obviously it's here nor there. I feel like more Carolina seems the most logical based on the fact that I think all football fans know that Sam Darnold has proven to be a draft bust because we've seen he just can't. He only had that, I think, what somewhat of a good year, give or take, and that's the thing too. With the Saints, even with Winston went to the Saints, like he made that Saints team a lot better than they were. I think this is after Drew Brees retired when he went to the Saints, and then also Sean Payton also helped turn his career around. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, because people would associate Jameis Winston with 30 for 30, 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. I mean,
that was a horrible season, by the way.
But I think I just don't see it. I just don't see that.
Donte, it's a good fit or not? No.
It's a good fit if you want to back up Jameis Winston. Yeah, it's a very good fit if you want to back up.
I don't see where Cowherd got into that, but that wasn't my point. But I'm just putting it out there. But who's first to get traded, Jimmy or Baker?
Jimmy.
I say, Jimmy G is most obvious because I think that's the most talked about before Baker Mayfield. Because I think we all know that the 49ers are moving on from Jimmy and starting their future with Trey Lance. Where's Jimmy G going to go? Who knows? That's the big question. God, it's fucking hot.
That's just crazy how Cleveland wants to keep Baker Mayfield hostage. Like, what do you need him for? What do you need him for? Because I guarantee. So let's just say Deshaun Watson, he might get suspended.
Oh, speaking of Deshaun Watson, I don't know if we got so he's got another a 23rd case against him.
Jesus.
So just throwing that out there.
Jimmy Baker will be a bridge quarterback with Carolina, like how Mariota is with the Falcons.
Don't forget, Falcons also got Josh Rosen, and we're talking about who knows how big that draft bust was. Woo.
And they got Ritter too.
I feel like I thought the Ritter one. I think for Atlanta, I thought that was a decent pick for them. That's just I thought if Ritter would have gone down a little bit further in the draft boards, but
shoot, we might see Ritter earlier. You know, Mariota is injury prone.
That is true. And don't forget too, Key, like Chip Kelly tried to bring him here to Philly.
Huh?
When Chip Kelly came to Philly because he wanted Mariota to come to Philly.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to give up the house for Mariota.
Oh, thank God that didn't happen.
He wanted to give up the house, the car, the kids, and the dog.
Chip Kelly should have done it. He should have done it.
No, God damn it, Donte. God.
But we were just talking about Chip Kelly. We was like, oh, that was a horrible. He bad in college too. Just stayed, and he wanted to bring every Oregon Duck to Philly. Josh Huff, Dennis, what's his name? Dennis Dixon. What was the quarterback? Dennis Dixon.
I remember that.
Everybody, like he just wanted to bring every.
I feel bad for Dennis Dixon. He was actually good until he got hurt, though.
Yeah, but he got 3 Super Bowl rings.
I mean, the only positives with Chip Kelly, even though there was a lot of negatives, that we actually had a couple winning seasons under him, which is very shocking to say the least. To really understand.
That's funny. His first year, you beat the Saints. We was talking about the Pro Bowl, and then he was just saying how it's meaningless now. Back then, the Pro Bowl used to be fun. After the Super Bowl, not before the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, they played the game. Now it's before the Super Bowl. You can't do anything. You poke somebody, and it's a flag. So do you think they should change the Pro Bowl? And if they should change it, will it be like a
for me, I should just get rid of the Pro Bowl because I feel like it's totally meaningless. Like go back to the late 90s, early 2000s. Like we had when Jim Harbaugh was still playing in his playing days. Like that's when like the Pro Bowl is actually fun. When where like who can chuck the football further, like the furthest. I mean, was it? No, Brett Favre was still there in the late 90s, early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. God, I'm beginning to feel like I'm getting old. God damn. Jeez Christ. It's been like 20 years, but yeah, for me, I should just get rid of the Pro Bowl. Like just even name to the Pro Bowl, good. That's all it is. Just leave it at that.
Donte.
I really like. I wish the Pro Bowl was kind of like, before the Super Bowl or something like that. Like
it was always after the Super Bowl. Now it's before the Super Bowl.
Before in the middle of the season type part. Like when they have. I don't know how I put this. Like how like baseball
like the All-Star break.
Yeah, but it's too many weeks. I know it's a shortened week though. I know it's shortened week, so you can't alternate like that. So I definitely do understand, but I wish they could make the Pro Bowl mean some shit. Like again, if it's out before the Super Bowl, like how about the next year, whoever wins whichever conference like wins the Pro Bowl game, how about the team in the next year's Super Bowl probably get home field advantage or
make it meaningful.
Make it meaningful.
At least like puts
like in baseball, but like they play on different fields. So again, they don't play in they play on the Super Bowl just be on.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I agree with Damien on that one. I would like to see that. Like, say, you don't have, the people you had like rest of your stars. We could have some of your backup, third stringers.
How about the team with the losing record plays the XFL?
Oh yeah, get demoted.
Just like they always, the teams with the poopy records got to play in London. Make it meaningful.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
if you want to play flag football, let them play flag football.
Dude,
Let it
flag
be
football's the
fun.
fucking
Do
best,
something for
honestly.
charity. Something. It's just Pro Bowl is just it's just
See, I like what baseball do. I like what baseball do.
yeah.
The winner
You get
of the
home. You
All
get
Star, the winner of the All Star game gets
You get
home
home field
field advantage.
advantage.
yeah. You get
Yeah,
home field advantage in the
yeah,
World
make it
Series,
mean
right?
something. Make it mean something.
Yeah.
Or if you win it, if you know, like you said, winning the Pro Bowl, make it be that conference. I don't know,
Or
Yeah, but like
AFC
they
city
don't
or
play in a neutral site. Like they don't play at
oh
they don't
yeah,
play it.
that's another one. Where's two teams
Yeah,
play for
play for
overall
the
pick?
number
That
one.
would be
yep,
awesome.
yep, yep.
I want to get.
Yeah, the All Star.
Oof,
Yeah,
that man,
it
the All
ain't no
Star
better.
game in the NBA has gone down the crapper the last
Nobody plays no defense at all, at all.
few.
Yep. Same thing like the All Star game. All Star game. Instead of a team LeBron, make it East and West. Make it East and West where where they can compete more and then make it mean something. The winner of the All Star game. Hey, how about get home court advantage? Get home court advantage. Winner of the All
Yeah,
Star
cause
game.
I don't like it when
Yeah,
they pick the teams. Cause I feel
yeah.
like
I
it's
don't like that.
uneven.
I don't like it like that. I like when it's East and West. And
Right.
when you just make them compete, make them do something. Just don't make it a boring game with everybody just scoring and everybody just throwing alleys and having. I understand that's a break, that's an all-star break, but just like make it mean something though. Make it mean something. Like baseball, that actually means something. You see guys putting up great at bats. You see guys playing like it's a real, like actual real baseball, like real baseball.
Yeah, because they want either the NL or the AL to have that home field.
Yep.
When it was time for the World Series, East and West is yeah, it's unbalanced. That's why. Oh, okay, that's why they started having the team captains. That makes sense. All
But I
right.
mean, you got stars playing on the same team too. You can have LeBron and KD play on the same goddamn team. Come on now, you can have them two playing on the same team. You can have Curry and all of those LeBron playing on the same team if they wanted to. I like the East and West more. I like the East and West more kind of a little bit. But like I say, I don't understand why they changed the format because the West got way better. The West got way better, but they all having fun though. At the same time, they not even competing out there. So it's a possibility the East could win an all-star game.
It didn't Steph like hit a record for threes or something this
Yeah,
past.
yeah, he did. And then it was like great. It was great it was great. Everybody was praising it and stuff. Nobody playing defense, but he could do that in an actual real game though. He can actually do it in an actual real game, real time.
All right. So should the Rams have reservations about giving Aaron Donald a contract? Should they be worried?
So they be worried. I think they should pay him. I think they should definitely pay him. They should definitely pay him. That ain't even no question. They ain't even no question. They should definitely pay him. They should not have no worries about giving him no contract. That's the man that's in the middle. That's the man that stops the run real well. I think they should definitely pay him.
I said this the last time they first gave him money. Pay the man. Pay Aaron Donald. He got a Super Bowl ring. He what 3-4 time defensive player of the year, 7-time Pro Bowler. What more do you want? He did go say he wouldn't be opposed to retiring. But I still think you gotta pay Aaron Donald. Now, right now, is Aaron Donald the best defensive end of all time?
I wouldn't say of all time yet. I wouldn't say it yet, but I think he's by far the best defensive guy in the league. The best defensive tackle in the league so far. I wouldn't say of all time, but I would say in the league right now. But when he retires, I believe he's going to be one of the best defensive backs of defensive D tackles in the league of all time when he retires. But in the league right now, he's definitely, I don't know about all time.
So if he's not, where do you place him? If he's not all time, where do you place him?
What if he's not all time? I'm talking about in the league right now.
I'm just talking about in general.
Oh, in general, he's the best. Like in the league right now, he's the best. He's the very best.
But he's not all. I said so. You said he's not number one all time. Where does he fit all time at?
Oh,
he top
fits
5.
He fits top 3. He fits top 3, top 2, top 3. But he's gonna be the best he's gonna be one of the best when he retires. He's probably can be the best when he retires.
So who's your 2 over Aaron Donald?
Who is my 2 over Aaron Donald? What Warren Sapp play? Defensive end or D tackle? Did he play defensive end or D tackle?
I think it's a D. I think it's a D tackle. I think it is, or
Because the Warren Sapp was pretty goddamn good in Tampa Bay, and I think Warren Sapp. I got Warren Sapp, and I think Reggie White played defensive end. Did he? Or D tackle? I think Reggie.
I think
White
it was
defensive tackle.
I think defensive end.
He played defensive end.
Let me.
If he played,
I might have to double check. I might have to double check.
Solid.
I think he was an end.
It was in. All right, so I got him top 2 then. I got him top 2 over Warren Sapp is the only one. I got him kind of over.
Reggie White's defensive end.
Because I know Derek Thomas from the Chiefs, that guy was a monster as well. That guy was really, really good. Derek Thomas from the Chiefs. I don't know if he was a defensive end or a D tackle.
Who are you talking about, Coach Donte?
Derek Thomas from the Chiefs. I think he passed though. He did pass.
Yeah,
a long time ago. I think he's a defensive end though, if I'm not mistaken.
but no, definitely the Rams should pay Aaron Donald. I
Yep.
mean, he's one of the best defensive players on y'all team. I still think you should pay the man. He the one that got that sack, because if that wasn't for him, it would be, you had Lamar Chase wide open. That we could have been talking about the Bengals Super Bowl. But all right. So who will have the most 100 yards receiving this year coming up?
So this year,
Who will have the most 100-yard games receiving?
Okay, let me see. Most 100-yard games receiving. I can definitely see Cooper.
I mean, the one that comes to mind, I think it'd be possible. Probably Tyreek Hill from Miami. I mean, he has Jamar Chase is another one. That's a good one too. See Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase.
I'm gonna say Cooper Kupp too.
Dude, Cooper Kupp's like easy. I mean, at that point, I mean, he could probably be like a 200-yard receiver the way how Cooper Kupp has.
I would say Cooper Kupp. I will take that. I will take the Cooper Kupp route as well, because then he got. I mean, again, I know they lost Robert Woods, but I mean, Allen Robinson is a goddamn upgrade.
Yeah, that's a better upgrade.
That's a better player than Robert Woods was. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cooper Kupp.
I also think too, like, isn't Robinson younger than Woods?
Huh?
Isn't Allen Robinson?
Yeah, I think Allen Robinson is younger than Woods. I believe so.
Yeah, so it means you got a better upgrade and you got a little bit younger at the wide receiver position.
Damien says Devontae Adams.
Hey, it's possible, but then wait a minute. That's possible, but think of how stacked the AFC West is. So Devontae Adams is going to be drawing a lot of double teams. So think about that. Yeah, think about that. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't see Devontae Adams getting 100 multiple 100-yard games, because a lot of AFC, because the Raiders had to play their division twice on their schedule, and that's not going to be easy.
You can even say Renfro if you really want to be honest.
Renfro has a possibility.
A good route runner.
Because you could definitely take. Because I think with the attention to Devontae Adams, that's going to leave Renfro wide open. Absolutely.
Yeah, that secondary is stacked. So how about who's going to have the most 100-yard games rushing?
I think that's an easy one. That's going to be Derrick Henry, if he stays healthy. I mean, hell, you could throw Zeke in there for if he stays like Doug said, if he stays healthy. I mean, that's two. I mean, look, and you could throw Pollard in that mix too, because if you have this explosiveness, I can't see why not. So that's 3 backs right there that has potential. Well, we all know that Derrick Henry's a human cheat code. Jesus Christ. But if you could have Henry, Pollard, Zeke.
I'm going to throw in Jonathan Taylor.
I forgot about JT. Oh, Raider Earth says Austin Eckler.
What was the question?
Who's gonna have most 100-yard rushes, multiple 100-yard rushes?
Because because you can go with any good back nowadays.
I can say Derrick Henry, but I'm not gonna go there. But I think they're gonna start stacking the box more. But he's still Derrick Henry is a
he can still find a way to beat you one way or the other,
and that would be an easiest answer. But I'm not gonna really say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor. I'm gonna take Jonathan Taylor.
And who is going to have 100 solo tackles?
100 solo tackles.
Raekwon Smith.
Raekwon Smith.
Yeah, Raekwon.
Yeah,
Smith.
I can see Raekwon Smith.
He had 163 last year.
Woo, damn.
Well, that's what happens when Chicago keeps their damn defense on the field so much.
He had 163. 5 times.
Oh my God, 163. Aaron said Perriman.
Perriman's another I think he's been pretty solid for the Raiders. Does it have to depend on position?
No.
Because I feel like as much as I want to say Slate, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I can dip. Oh, that's tough. Because I mean, maybe you could probably throw Aaron Donald in the mix. Because I mean, because he can beat you on the outside. So I mean, he could probably get a lot of tackles that one way or the other. And I mean, look, Parrott, you can have Parrott, but I feel like Roquan Smith is probably the better option to have more than 100 tackles.
All right, so this last couple minutes or so, we're gonna go into college football, and Mel Kiper has put out his 25.
Oh, good Lord, this clown!
Mel Kiper put out his 25 draft board. Well, 25 board, big 25, and going to see if y'all agree or disagree. So it's his big top prospects, big board by position. So, do you want me to go by positions, or you just want me to go 1 through 25?
I think positions might be better. Kind of give us a better understanding.
All right. So for quarterbacks, he has Bryce Young, number 1, C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. He got Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. He got Anthony Richardson from Florida. He got Will Levis from Kentucky. Jalen Hall from BYU. He got Tanner McGee from Stanford. Devin Leary from NC State. I cannot say this name. Phil Jorovic from Boston College. And then he got Hendon Hooker from Tennessee.
I think that's about right. I think
that's about right because
Bryce Young they're gonna be right there. Go ahead.
Because obviously this 23 draft class is quarterback heavy. I mean, obviously we all know that 2 names is C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. Is it
right here? I'm sorry. No excuses next year, Damian. None. $100 million in y'all cap. Y'all better address every need and not just get players because y'all got money to get them.
I'll say this too. Cut your loss with Jason Peters or crying out loud.
Oh, Jason Peters ain't with nobody.
My God, just retire. Jesus Christ. You already got a Super Bowl ring. Goddamn. Is it Will? Not Will.
Hey, send Jason Peters to the Eagles. Send him over there.
Fuck no. We had to deal with this
we don't need him back.
He already sat out the entire 2017 season with turf toe. Like, we don't have to deal with that shit again. And I said this many times too. The dude can't stay healthy for the first 5 minutes of a fucking football game.
But who's better right now? Is it Bryce or is it CJ?
I think go ahead,
that's
Robert.
tough. I mean, either way, you can't go wrong with CJ Stroud or Bryce. I'm leaning more towards Bryce Young based on the fact that he did win the Heisman. I think he also plays let's be real, I think he's better at a better football program in college football in Alabama, despite all the shit that's going on between Alabama and
their records is definitely freaking identical almost.
Yeah.
Bryce 4,872 yards, 47 touchdowns, 7 picks, and CJ 44 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 4,435 yards.
Bryce Young is better, but I think CJ Stroud going to have the higher ceiling.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's going to have yeah, I agree with Donte. Because I like, because in the short sample size that I saw out of Stroud, I just feel like he has the. I mean, Bryce Young's good, but I feel like Stroud might have the better arm than Bryce Young, in my honest opinion. Because look, I mean, and I know Ohio State quarterbacks has gotten a bit of a bad rap of not producing good quarterbacks. But if CJ Stroud can prove that wrong, I mean, hey, good for Ohio State. Because most of the time it's pretty much Alabama's running the NFL. But then again, they can't even stay out of legal trouble.
But Mel Kiper did have number one on his board, and it wasn't a wide receiver, it wasn't a quarterback. He got defensive end Will Anderson from Alabama.
Oh, that okay. I like that. I like Anderson.
He's gonna have a better year here. Okay.
Nick. And that is a good point. It depends on which system, what's the scheme fit.
Yeah, Will Anderson gonna be a top 3 pick next year. He's gonna be a top 5 pick next year.
Absolutely.
So he got Anderson, he got Bryce Young number 2, he has Stroud 3, he got Jalen Carter, defensive tackle from Georgia, number 4.
Another
got the wide receiver Burn is talking about, Jackson Smith Njoba, wide receiver from Ohio State. He got Byron Brees, defensive tackle from Clemson. He got Michael Mayer, a tight end, Notre Dame at number 7.
Oh,
wow. You don't see too many tight ends, high on his list like this. Eli Ricks, cornerback from Alabama, is number 8.
Not surprised.
He got Kayshawn Boutte, wide receiver from LSU, at number 9. He got Brajan Robinson, running back from Texas, from your squad, Donte.
Bijan Robinson, that dude
number
stud,
10.
Bro. That's my boy Bijan, bro. That's
195 carries, 1,127 yards, 11
touchdowns. The
touchdowns.
goddamn fucking team, basically.
26 receptions for 295 and 4 touchdowns.
God damn! Like he's like the Derrick Henry of college football.
He the fucking energizer of the goddamn team, the energizer bunny for the team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. 17.5 sacks in college. Jesus Christ! You know what? I could definitely see Will Anderson going number 1, but for me, I feel it sounds like a reach. You take what is Anderson? A defensive end is what you said. I feel that's kind of more of I feel that's a reach. But
Trayvon Walker went number 1.
That is true. I forgot about Trayvon. I was not expecting Trayvon. I'll admit this too. I did not expect. I had like Trayvon Walker in the top 5, but not really going number 1 overall to the Jacksonville. Oh, good Lord.
He said about time Texas have a prospect.
Yeah, but guess what, Burn?
Is it right? Damn.
Hey, Burn, we stopped the dynasty. What did Florida do? We stopped the dynasty. We stopped USC from ringing hell on the college football landscape. We was the last team to, matter of fact, we were the last team to beat USC and stop their dynasty. We were the last team to do that. Don't worry. I could definitely see it, but like I said, reaching for getting the defensive end of with the number 1 overall pick, it may sound like a reach, but I would not mind that. But then again,
we all know the number 1 is going to go to a poopy team. But anyway, we got number 11 is Peter Skoronski. He's offensive tackle, Northwestern. He got Tyler Van Dyke, quarterback, Miami.
Yeah. I like Van Dyke. Van Dyke pretty solid. I like him. He can make all the throws and he can run. He's
very mobile. He's a big quarterback. He's 6'10", 224.
Right.
6'10" to 224.
6'4".
My bad.
I was about to say.
My bad. 6'4". Sorry.
Oh, Key. Wait, are you sure?
We got a basketball player for a quarterback. Can you imagine somebody that tall though playing quarterback?
Bro, that's good, man. That's good. That'd be cheating right there.
He wouldn't be able to bend down and hike the ball. He wouldn't. He would be in the shotgun all day long.
Oh, jeez.
We got Anthony Richardson, quarterback from Florida, at number 13. He's another tall quarterback.
What, about 6'5", 2 something?
6'4", 236.
Okay, he's got some strength on him. So okay.
He was 38 of 64 passing, about 60% completion, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 51 carries, 401 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he's a little mobile. Another mobile guy. You got Andre Carter II. He's a outside linebacker from Army. Number 14, Paris Johnson Jr. He's another tackle from Ohio State at 15. We got Sika Erica, another defensive tackle from Baylor. I know I'm butchering these names. We got Miles Humphrey, defensive end from Clemson, and he's at number 17. Ooh. Jordan Addison, wide receiver, USC. He got him at 18.
Oh yeah,
good, bro.
I think for me, I think Addison could be a top 10 pick.
Yep.
100 receptions, 1,593 yards, 17 touchdowns. Shit, was anybody covering him?
No, probably not.
Ooh, man. Yep, and he decided to go play with Lincoln Riley. So they getting a dog there. We got number 19, Isaiah Folsky, linebacker from Notre Dame. Number 20 is Cam Smith, cornerback from South Carolina. We got Kaylee Ringo, cornerback from Georgia, number 21. Will Levis again, quarterback from Kentucky. He's number 22. Oh, he didn't have too much bad numbers. He's another big guy, 6'3", 232, 233 of 353, about 66%. 24 touchdowns, 13 picks, and he also ran the ball for 376 yards and 9 touchdowns. So he's good over there. We got Noel Sewell from Oregon, another outside linebacker. Antonio Johnson, defensive back from Texas A&M. And let's see, 25 is Trenton Simpson, another linebacker from Clemson. And that was it to round up that board. So definitely going to be watching out for.
I don't mind it. I thought he was an okay player at Clemson. It's just like, for me as a Clemson guy, I'll admit Clemson has not been the same since the days of Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. But when Mario Goodrich was there, Justin Ross, those guys were studs as well. I mean, it's good to see Justin Ross, finally getting an opportunity. Thank God for the Eagles picking up Mario Goodrich. That makes me happy as a Clemson guy. But I do like Trent Simpson. I think. You said outside linebacker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, was he like 6'5", 6'6"?
He is 6'3".
6'3"?
230.
60. Okay, that's average size for a linebacker. I can see Trent Simpson could be top 15, top 20 if I'm betting my money right on Trent Simpson.
65 tackles and 41 solo. He's off-ball linebacker or complete traditional 3-4 outside linebacker.
Okay.
But there you have it, guys. We're going to go in this a little early, but we got another 7,200 seconds in the books. Don't worry, we'll be back next week. We had to
don't mind me. I'm sweating in the sauna right now. God damn. Fucking summer, for crying out loud.
Robert's sitting there losing 10 pounds, just sitting.
Exactly. We having both windows open, my fan on, and I'm still sweating like a motherfucker back over here. Jesus.
You better invest in the air conditioner. Hold on.
Ah, shit.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. I can understand why. I mean, Will Anderson, that kid's gonna be a stud. I know I can understand why people hate Alabama, because it's like, well, we're constantly seeing him in the championship game, which each is equals 70 a year, which I could definitely understand that. Same with Clemson. Well, same with Georgia too. But it's just, I'm really liking that prospect board because I'm really excited what this prospect board can bring us. And the fact, I know it's been a while since Texas had a decent prospect coming out.
Yeah, well, we had Brian Rappo came out. He was good. Thomas was a great safety that came out, won a title. So we had plenty of good prospects. Vince Young busted. He had returned into a bust lately. Jamal Charles. We had a lot of good prospects to come out of Texas.
Well, again, there you have it. Another 72 in the books. Y'all got anything to say before we roll out of here?
All I know is I hope summer can fucking end. God damn it.
We didn't even start summer yet.
I'm telling
No,
you, man, I'm about this 7,200
I'm-
seconds. Go ahead, Robert.
I'm looking forward to calling some college football games this year.
Yeah, I know. You was joking. I didn't mind it too much. We both suck in football. We both suck. Okay, so it don't.
Y'all still got y'all coach Donte?
Yup. I hope he gets the fuck out too, though. So, but other than that, yeah. But yeah, man, it's a great. I'm glad we brought this show back. Football is heating up. We in OTAs, and I'll be honored to bring this show back next weekend. Like I said again, and by the way, the Phillies are losing 3-1. So yeah.
Who cares?
Jesus
I'm writing
Christ.
up for the pain as it is.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
We took a break only because we had to cover the NBA.
Trust me, like I'm calling it quits on the Phillies games this year. Holy crap, I'm going to just save my sanity.
Robert's done with calling Phillies games. I don't know.
But if it's college baseball games you want, I got you guys covered on that. At least, I'll say this too. At least the college kids actually want to fucking play.
That was UCLA. It was like 28-22 or
what
something.
the hell? God damn! Who was playing on the rookie mode on MLB The Show 22 of those sliders up? Jesus Christ!
And I think Oregon ended up winning. It's either Oregon State or UCLA won at 28 to something. I was like, that was.
I think Oregon. I think UCLA walked it off. And I think another show we need to start bringing back is Path to the Draft for 2023. So we got to bring that show back. So maybe I'll try to help out with Donte on the. Hey, Bert, I gotta say this too. Hey, at least your mom knows how to fucking beat us. You always got her number, so.
That's what Robert said. At least the college.
Oh, for the old team in the NL fucking East, we cannot goddamn beat. And also the Mets too. And I also talked about this. We are getting outbeat in the series between the Mets 9-3. So that's to let you know about that. Well, that's how bad it is. We can beat the Braves. We can beat the Net. Well, I don't know. We haven't played the Nationals yet. So if we can beat the Nationals, the only two teams we can't beat in our division, that's the Mets and the fucking Marlins. For the love of Christ.
Don't let Sandy be pitching. It's a wrap.
Woo! Sandy Alcantara. God.
But anyway, make sure y'all come follow Coach Donte right after here at 9:40, about 9:40 mark. He will have some baseball for y'all, the Astros and the Athletics. Right now, tune over the streams. Jeremy got you covered with the Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
At least the Astros want to play some baseball. You ain't got no questions of them not wanting to play baseball.
God damn. At this point, I'm going to join on the couch with Ghoulish Chicago Cubs for crying out loud. Losing 20-5 to the fucking Reds. Excuse me?
Oh, and it looks like Nathan McKinnon has put the Avalanche on top.
Let's go, Colorado.
Are winning.
Hey, at least hockey's fun. Hey,
they winning 2-1 right now. 2-1.
At least hockey's fun since the Flyers are absolute fucking garbage.
How we stink, Arku? We stink. Garbage.
Another game. Hey, do you remember this game? Remember MLB Power Pros back in the day? I'm gonna be playing that in 2008, so at least I can relive the old glory days.
Oh God, right? So we had some sanity. We gotta watch Doc Holliday and Brad Lidge and just to get some dang on relief.
And not to mention too, 2008 we had a solid bullpen, which is a very funny thing looking at it. Looking back, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, look, man.
It's funny. Roger Clemens' brother or somebody or son.
I think one of his sons
is with Houston. He's one of the coaching staff.
God damn.
and then his other son gets called up to the damn Tigers.
Hey, look! The Detroit, the Tigers got a bright future in Detroit. I mean, I hate. Honestly, can we just? Hey, Florida Panthers, can we get Giroux back, please?
As much as I love Giroux, don't bring him back.
Hey, I tried to get y'all Hector Neris back, but hey, y'all Y'all didn't want him.
At this point, we can give you fucking Jose Alvarado. The guy can't throw fucking strikes
Hey,
for shit.
come on to Houston. We'll fix him.
We'll trade you. We'll give you him and a bag of peanuts.
Hey, we good. We good. If he
we can give you that, a Will Smith CD, a bag of jelly.
If he want to win, Robert, he'll come over here. There we go. We'll fix him.
But you better give us secondaries in return, because I'd rather have him in the bullpen than fucking.
As soon as he leave us and he go to y'all, he gonna fuck everything.
Hey, how about the suit? We can also send you James Norwood too.
Come on,
yeah, give him Oduga Herrera.
You want to win? We got him.
Yeah, I say I'll keep Odubel, because I think he's an above average, an average outfielder. So I'll keep him for another year, because at least he's better than Roman Quinn. I can tell you that much.
Well, give Roman Quinn to Donte.
Yeah, send it to Houston.
You give us all them players, we gonna fix them. They gonna go right to the farm system. They gonna get better. But we ain't giving y'all no damn Kyle Tucker, no Jordan Alvarez. We ain't giving y'all.
Dude, that's too. Yeah, you're right too much.
All right, guys. So again, we got another 7,200 in the books. Again, Robert will be doing game 1. And Coach Donte will be going.
Yeah, so far I'll be doing games 1, 2, and 4 all on my channel. Well, games 1 and 2 will be on the Spotlight Sports streams, but game 4 is going to be strictly on my channel, because I don't know what's going to be like with the NHL playoffs. So that's the reason why I still kept it, off the.
Just make sure y'all put the streaming schedule in the chat for me. But no, both of these guys will be live for game 1. Make sure y'all tune in.
Let's try to get to 1K by the end of the year.
No fadeaway tomorrow, but tune in on Thursday. Work. Game 1.
Woo, that's gonna be good.
Finals, it goes down for Coach Donte. We got Robert. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody in the chat. The links are in the description. We're gonna get out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, and if y'all hot, make sure you got the AC on, because I know my ass does. So
I'm gonna be plugging my AC very soon.
Y'all be safe, guys. Peace. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times 2. I heard they want the news. Yeah, come tune in to the crew, but we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news.
Da-na-na-na.